Hello once again, Cougar Nation. Greg Wrubell with you on the road with the BYU women's soccer team. The 2025 season is underway in remarkable fashion. I'm with head coach Jennifer Rockwood tonight. What a match. You guys played your guts out to get a 3-1 win on the road.
Pretty exciting night for us, for sure. Super proud of how well these girls fought. You know, an unfortunate situation with Ave, that doesn't happen. And the girls just stepped up. And at halftime, we said, we're going to go out firing away. We know we are capable of scoring goals. And we had 3 different freshmen step up tonight to take us home.
So a red card and roughly a half hour in. So you're playing the last hour of the match down to 10 players.
Yeah.
You were, I think, outplaying Minnesota before the card. Maybe a little bit of rebalancing once it happened, but then the second half belonged to BYU, and it just felt like those goals were coming.
Yeah, they just came out with a ton of energy and just belief, I think, in what they were capable of doing. And obviously to have Mia go out and score that tying goal, that really kind of gave us even more confidence, I think, and belief. And the girls just fought hard. Everybody out there, everybody played their part. We had some subs come off the bench that played big for us as well. So overall, just really proud of how we played.
And yes, 3 freshmen score your 3 goals tonight.
Yeah, I mean, we knew this was a great group coming in, and they've really stepped up, and they're dangerous. And Mia coming off the bench, getting that second goal, I mean, that was huge, obviously. So just lots of good things out there. I thought Izzy Stratton owned the field out there. It's great to see her kind of step up. She gives us such great leadership.
What lessons can you take from a 10-player team playing the way it did for the bulk of this match and playing well enough to win?
Well, I think it says a lot about our fight and our grit, which is something we've talked a lot about. It just shows that our depth is there to help us, and it just, I think, is a good bouncing board for the season. We said at halftime we're going to find out what kind of team we're going to be this game, and we found out, and hopefully we can continue to build on that momentum.
Just one win, but what a big win. It's a nationally ranked team on the road. A lot of things to like about tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a battle. It was tough, obviously tough to play against a great opponent that plays hard and physical. And I thought we were able to match that physicality and that energy, and just obviously exciting night.
Finally, you'd never played a game at Minnesota, and it felt like these fans wanted to make it worth the wait. What a great showing for Cougar Nation out here in Minneapolis.
Yeah, absolutely. Tonight. Cougar Nation always shows up for us, and it brings so much energy. You can hear them cheering during the game and after the game and when we scored goals. So, yeah, we really appreciate that, and the girls feel it.
And the road trip continues. We're off to California for a game on Monday at Cal Poly.
Yeah, I'll get a little bit of rest and recovery, and we'll be ready to go in a few days.
And a good place to rest and recover. We're going to California.
Beautiful on the beach. But, yeah, we'll do some stretching on the beach before we go play.
Jen, congratulations again. Thanks for this.
Thanks, Greg.
All right, back with Mia Lopez after this. And we are back here at Elizabeth Lyle Robbie Stadium in Minneapolis, Minnesota. BYU with a 3-1 win at Minnesota on opening night of the 2025 NCAA women's soccer season. I am with the player who scored the equalizer that brought BYU back into this match in the 55th, Mia Lopez. Hello, Mia.
Hi.
All right, sum this one up if you don't mind.
Exciting. If I had to sum it up with one word, just exciting. It was literally the best feeling. It was hard, but it was so rewarding being able to finish off like that.
It wasn't a great feeling when Avery Frischneck had to leave the match in the first half with that red. There was still more than an hour to play, or roughly an hour to play in the match. What was the immediate reset, and how important was that you get to halftime and kind of maybe rebalance for half number 2?
I think knowing that we had the momentum going out of the half, and knowing that we were still possessing super well was super nice. And we were never being dominated. We were the better team on the field. So I think going out there second half with that much confidence made it so much easier.
Yeah, it felt like you had the run of play up to the red card and then for most of the match after the red. What does that say about this team that down to 10 players, you can play the kind of match you did, dominate possession, and then score the goals you need to?
We just get the job done. We know what we want and we know what we're going to do, and we're always going to accomplish our goals, and we did that.
Does that kind of sum up Jen's message, Coach Rockwood's message to you guys, especially at halftime?
Yes, it does. It does. Her message definitely got to a lot of us, and we showed it in second half.
How about the energy in this building? Really good crowd to begin with by both sides, but the fact that BYU had so many fans in the building. This is your first experience playing a BYU match away from home. What are your impressions playing in front of what was a great Cougar crowd tonight?
Oh, I was so impressed. I literally looked up at the end of the game and was jaw-dropped just because there were so many people. And they were just as loud as they were the loudest people here. It was so fun.
All right, so 2 Mia's score tonight, Lopez and Getchy, and then Sophie finishes it off. That happens to be 3 freshmen playing their first regular season game for BYU. How about that?
It's amazing. It was so cool. knowing that I scored the first one and then more freshmen kept scoring, literally the best feeling. It was so dope.
Once you tied the game, you scored to make it 1-1. There was that feeling that more goals were coming.
Yeah, 100%. Right after we scored our first goal, we had so much momentum and we knew we were going to score more.
You wanted to walk us through your goal real quick?
Oh, I don't even remember. I know, yikes, it's kind of a blur. I know Micah threw it into me, I think, and then I just turned. Oh, I don't remember. I placed it in the bottom right corner and it went in, but I couldn't tell you the rest.
Then it was time to celebrate.
Yeah. Everything was a blur, though. That's
all right. A 3-1 win for you guys on the road, and it's just game one of this long road trip.
Yeah.
It's going to be a nice, long flight to California, isn't it?
Yeah, it's going to be amazing. It'll be fun with tons of energy.
How does it feel to finally have your BYU career underway?
Amazing. I've never been happier.
All right, we are happy here in Minneapolis. BYU's a winner, 3-1 over Minnesota, nationally ranked Minnesota. The Cougs season is underway thanks to Mia Lopez and Mia Getchie and Sophie Cibulich and the rest of this team, a 10-player team. What a remarkable effort. The Cougs do win it on the road to open the season with Mia Lopez. And for Coach Jen Rockwood, I'm Greg Wrubell. So long. Go Cougs.
Go Cougs.